Well, tensions remaining high in the Middle East after high-ranking members of the terror groups Hamas and Hezbollah are killed in Lebanon and Iran. Today, the leader of Hezbollah is warning the conflict with Israel has entered a, quote, new phase. Israel's National Security Council is also issuing a new travel warning, saying Israelis traveling abroad could be targeted. Terrorism expert from DePaul, Tom Makaitis, is joining us to weigh in on all of this. First of all, nice to see you, Tom.
Good evening.
Good evening. Let's talk about some of the concerns about what this means. Could it mean an all-out regional war? Let me have you weigh in on this.
Well, everyone, including the U.S., is working desperately behind the scenes to avoid that. And I'm thinking that it may be localized to Lebanon. It's very disappointing. I mean, Israel had every right, and it was understandable to take out the Hezbollah leader. But taking out not only the political leader from Hamas, but the guy who's the chief negotiator raises serious questions as to whether Netanyahu really wants a ceasefire. But it's not likely that there will be no retaliation. Just a question on what for. Now, I'm optimistic that Iran will not do what it did previously with a whole wave of drones and missiles. But I think the warning from Israel that to people traveling abroad is where the likely targets are. That they'll look for targets of opportunity to take out with terrorist attacks and so on. But at some point, there will be a conflict in the north. I mean, the Israeli military has always said that. 60,000 people in northern Israel have been displaced, as have about 90,000 on the Lebanese side of the border. So it's a very dangerous situation.
What is your level of concern as to how quickly this will happen? As I mentioned, there was this threat by Hezbollah's leader today saying that we are entering a new phase of the war, and that was a quote. He talked about retaliation. Are you thinking this is something that's going to happen here in the coming days? Is this something that, you know, could come in the next year or so?
I think the likelihood is both. I would be surprised if something doesn't happen within the next week because, you know, your credibility when you rattle the saber like that, and Iran's supreme leader has done the same thing, is greatly diminished if you don't act on it. So I expect some sort of demonstration, but I think cooler heads may prevail, at least with Iran. It was not an assassination of an Iranian leader like General Suleiman, for example, or the two that were killed at the embassy in Syria, but it's bad enough. And as I said, it at least temporarily derails, you know, the hostage negotiations in Gaza.
And in the meantime, the U.S. has to tiptoe through this situation. What sort of action do we take? How does the White House handle this?
Well, they've made abundantly clear we were not aware of this, and I would be surprised if we were even informed, because we probably would have done everything to talk Netanyahu out of doing it. But exactly right. I mean, we have to, on the one hand, be responsive to a lot of American voters who are extraordinarily unhappy with the way in which this war has been carried out, and other voters who are staunch supporters of the state of Israel. And we are in an election year, so. That's part of what they have to negotiate, and they genuinely desire peace. And we're now approaching almost 40,000 Gazans killed since the war.
Okay. I want to switch to another topic of discussion, and particularly today with the prisoner swap between Russia and the U.S. So moving forward, how does this change relationships between Russia and the U.S., Russia and some of our other allies? Does anything change from here on out?
It doesn't change anything with with Russia. This is actually a reversion to Cold War brinkmanship. We used to do this all the time. This is the biggest swap since then. When Gersevich was in fact rapidly tried, there was a lot of speculation that this was in preparation for a deal, which proved to be correct. Biden has said, and he's absolutely right, this proves the importance of our alliance in Europe. If we did not have good relations with Germany, the principal character that Putin wanted back, the assassin, who committed the murder in 2019 in Berlin, would have been off the table and this wouldn't have happened. So it shows you how important alliance politics are.
It sure does. Okay. Thank you so much, Tom Makaitis. Always great to talk to you. Wonderful insight. We appreciate you.